Well, I'm just going to kind of go over some of the highlight. Welcome everybody, of course. Let me not forget to welcome everybody. It was a very, very exciting conference. And I really appreciate who Shackley is because whenever they do something, it's not all hype. It's not all hype and all rah rah. You know how sometimes you'll go to, I mean, they do it in high school. They do all this rah 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 and it's all exciting. You feel great. But then when you leave, it's kind of like a big letdown. The rah rah's gone. All the excitement's gone, but not so with when Shackley puts on their conferences. So I really, really encourage everyone. I don't know where it's going to be next year. But I encourage you, as soon as that opens up, go to conference. It really is life-changing. It really changes how you think about things. And as I was thinking about that, I was trying to think what I should use as a cover. And I decided I had to use a cover of Dr. Shackley because Dr. Shackley, and I was thinking about some of his sayings, and I was sharing about how he's got this little booklet on thoughtsmanship. And Dr. Shackley, one of the things I remember that was all over everything. You can't see it at the bottom of my screen, so I'm trying to find it. Here we go. And I always remember these words. He said, what you think you look, what you think you do, what you think you are. And one of the things that I seen a lot through what Shackley did in the conference this year was a lot of leadership, a lot of teaching, and a lot of mindset, and because life is life and things happen, but Shackley's a big part, it's a big part of my life. And so it's incorporated into my life every single day. And I don't know what I would do without it, to be quite honest with you. So I'm going to just try to go through some of the conference highlights, some of the new products. We can kind of open things up for questions. They will have some of the replays. They're not on there yet. I didn't see them on there. I would think they would be in the Shackley Share and Grow Facebook group, also on Shackley.tv. You may even get an email with the general sessions. I'm not sure yet, but those aren't there. But really, Roger Barnett, he has a standard of excellence. Everything is with excellence. And he is really making a lot of leaps and bounds with I think who Shackley, not just who Shackley is, but getting the face of Shackley out there, and with more and more products being EWG certified, that it's a company, it's an environmental working group that basically puts on their site anything that's safe to use, that doesn't have any harmful ingredients in it. And many, many of Shackley's products are on there. And the one gentleman was at last year's conference who is a big wig in the EWG, and just some of these standards that he talked about, and just because we all know Shackley goes way and above and beyond standards. They go, I mean, over 20, their personal cares and cosmetics and skincare is tested for up to 2,500 contaminants. That's not, it's like I think it's less than 100 that's actually required. But Shackley goes way above and beyond that, because one of the gentlemen talked about at the EWG, he said, a lot of companies use things that are shown to be harmful, but they figure, a little bit won't hurt. Well, Shackley's model really is, if a little bit hurts, how much is too much? So they would prefer not to use it at all. And I don't know about you, but I love the fact that I can be with a company that has those kind of standards, that has the standards. They refuse to use anything. And I have a video, old video of Dr. Shackley, and he said, we make products that will not harm a single cell. A single cell meaning anything living, plant, animals, or humans. And a lot of people are looking for more of that, and to be in business for 68 years and continually grow and be the most clinically proven wellness company in the whole world really states a fact. You know, they are a company that stands behind what they speak. And one of the things I want to show you all is this is pretty amazing. They have these new, I call them magic wands, but they're part of the youth line and they're called Ageless Youth. And this is just a few pictures of some results. And this picture on the left, I'm not sure who that is, but you can see her pictures on the left-hand side, and then 3 days using the two wands, the two duo wands. One's an overall neck and face, and the other one's an eye. And I'm going to take just a couple minutes and I'll talk about that in just a minute. And then that is me on the right-hand side of the screen. And what I did, as soon as I got them, I took off my makeup, and then I did the wand and I took pictures of my face and my neck. My face, I noticed some like brightening and just a little bit of a lighter color, and just seemed a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Awake. But my neck was huge. So you can see I took a picture here in the first, whoops, sorry about that. I took a picture in the first one. 5 minutes later, I took another picture. And you can see the dramatic difference in just 5 minutes. And then I took another one 10 minutes later. And they actually suggest 7 days. I believe it's 15 days and then 28 days. And let me show you some of the statistics. So clinical results, this is the Youth Ageless wands, the eye and the overall face and neck. This is the duo, and clinical results, 100% of people showed improved skin firmness after just 15 minutes of the first application. Now understand, that is not just visible. That is also where they physically measured the skin. 100% demonstrated even more skin firmness after 28 days. 100% showed reduced appearance of wrinkles using the Youth Ageless Sculpting Wand for face and neck. And 91% improvement showed reduced appearance of wrinkles using the Youth Ageless Smoothing Wand for eyes. So huge results. And you're going to say, well, what's it made out of? Well, it's made out of peptides. And what's interesting is they have the overall wand has 8 peptides in it. They have a peptide in there that is fast acting, works within 15 minutes, and it relaxes the muscles instantly. And then they have a few of those peptides in there that supports healthy collagen to produce collagen, but then also to stop collagen breakdown. They have hyaluronic acid in it, which we all know is really good for the skin. They have niacinamide, also to hydrate. That's another really important thing with the skin. They have, I hope I'm saying this right, Gonva vermet and snow mushroom. And it is intended to not only improve the skin immediately, but they've got properties in there that improve the skin continuously, and not just visibly, but clinically measured with the skin. So I was just completely blown away at the difference that it made on my skin. And these are available. These became available yesterday. And they actually have some different specials when you buy the duo set. They actually even have some other bundles that you can buy at a discount in there. So just go in and you can type in bundle in the search bar, and you'll see some of those specials that are in there. So again, pretty incredible product. One of the things they said with the Youth Ageless Wands is very few other skin products on the market have 8 peptides. Okay, they don't have that many. So the other really neat thing is the aging sculpting wand for the face and neck. That it is refillable. They have a refillable cartridge. Again, So this makes it so that there's 75% less plastic. Again, a company that goes back and thinks about the environment to take care of the environment. Some other really exciting things. We have a whole comprehensive line of Vitalia. So remember, we had the Vitalia with iron, the Vitalia without iron. We had the Vitalia Gold for those over 50, and then we had the Vitalia Gold without vitamin K. And we also had the liquid, the Multi-V, which is a multivitamin. But they also added to this. They added the Vitalia in a gummy. It is a strawberry, and it is absolutely delicious. And kids can take this as well. They would just take less. They also have a Vitalia that is methylated. You're going to say, well, what does that actually mean? So it's methylated B vitamins, because a lot of people have a hard time absorbing their B. So they made it so that they could have a greater absorption of that B in their body, because B has so many important properties. It actually helps the body convert food into energy. It is your happy vitamin, helps mood, irritability, brain function, skin, hair, nails. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And so they also, for those that may have a hard time absorbing their B, they also have that available as well. Shaklee is the only company in the world that has short-term, medium-term, and long-term proof that our products have a superior impact on people's health. That is pretty awesome. So who doesn't want to feel better now, but who doesn't want to improve their life in a much greater capacity later? And, remember, we are part of Generation Health. It was the neatest thing. And they actually had different people in the audience. We had people in the audience from young, all the way down 18, all the way up to 95 years old in the audience at convention. So I think that's just pretty neat. And what we're seeing, they talked a lot about how health and wellness is booming. It is what people are looking for. They're looking for natural means. They're looking for a way to be kinder to the environment. But as you look, our longevity, we have the longevity. A lot of people are living longer. The age longevity, but the health longevity is declining rapidly. The health outcomes are declining rapidly. And basically what that means is, yes, people are living longer, but how are they living? And I think we all want to live well. And one of the speakers that we had was Dr. Peter Attia. Excellent. If you have not heard him, he's got podcasts on there. You could probably YouTube him. He has an excellent book. It's called Outlive. It's on Amazon. And he talks about the science and art of longevity. And I love the fact he talked about, and you've got to listen to his segment when they bring that up. He talked about a timeline, and taking a timeline and looking at where you are. And I really want to study this, because I think it's an eye opener to people. And he gave the example of, for example, I'm 54. So I put 54 down, and I would put my timeline of where my family, my kids, my grandkids are at every 10 years. So I did 64, 74, and 84. And then I put my husband and my kids and my grandkids, and then I did their ages. So I will have grandkids that are 31 years old when I'm 84. What do I want my quality of life to be like at 84? And what can I do now to make that happen? And he's got very practical things. And he just talks about some really important health aspects that are important. Obviously, one being the nutrition that we put in our body. And he talks about protein, that even what is considered the FDA norm probably should be doubled. And so my norm is probably 80 grams a day. So for me to get 100, at least 120, 130 grams a day, is not easy. Start looking at your foods and start watching, and there's actually a formula that you can use to figure out how much grams of protein that you need. But Shaklee, they have so many great protein sources to help give us those options. The collagen being one of them is a great one, but he was absolutely excellent. The other thing, I thought this was pretty neat. Vivix has hit $1 billion in sales. And if you don't know what Vivix is, I encourage you, check out what Vivix is. Vivix actually helps your body to stay younger longer. It actually helps repair the end caps of your DNA. And I just thought that was pretty cool. You know, and with Shaklee, they had top leaders, very fast growing leaders, and they shared just different leadership principles. They shared, again, mindset. One of the ones, if you have any issues with your time management, listen to Kelly Jimenez. She has a wonderful segment on time management in there that she talks about, and she's got some great useful tools that are available as well. They talked about if you're looking to grow your business, they talked about wellness communities, creating a community. They talked about sponsoring people. Serena Forrester went into a very detailed way to be able to find people and sponsor new people. They talked about leveling up, you know, and I think that this not just goes into our Shaklee business, but in everything in life, you know, leveling up in life. What more is there that we can become to help others? And I was talking with somebody earlier today, and we just got talking about, you know, we all have things that we fear. You know, sometimes it could, and doubts about things. And, you know, I hear people say, well, you know, I hear people say it's too expensive, or people don't really want to hear what I have to say. And I said, you know, that's all mindset. And they talked a lot about that. You know, and Dr. Shaklee taught thoughtsmanship. If you have never read Dr. Shaklee's book on reflections and thoughtsmanship, it's an excellent book. Excellent. And with the mindset, I'm just going to give you an example. You know, if you ever hear anybody talk about, you know, oh, well, it's expensive. Well, let's put it this way. The Vitalia is the most comprehensive multivitamin out there in the world. And to take your dosage of Vitalia every day, you're going to be getting 27 raw vegetables and herbs. How much would it cost you to go to the store and get 27 raw vegetables and herbs? A lot, right? It would only cost you 43 cents to do it with the Shaklee Vitalia. So thereby, is it expensive? No, it is actually saving you money, and it is filling the gaps that your food is missing. I was listening to Tony Robbins today, and one of the things that he said, you know, if you knew that anything that you tried to do would not fail and you would be successful at it, would you do it? That's quite a mind-blowing thought, because many times we don't move forward in something because we're afraid we're going to fail. So ask yourself that question the next time you question yourself whether to move forward in something that you would like to do, or talk to somebody, anything in your personal life, your business, whatever it may be. Ask yourself, if there was a way, if you knew that you would not fail and you would be successful at it, would you move forward? And there we go, there comes the mindset. So they talked a lot about that at the conference. And one of the other things that I want to take some time and just show you, I got to go over to a different screen here. Oh, before I forget, so I don't forget to show you this. There is the 2024 new product launch bundle. All right. And that is the gummy multivitamin, Vitalia, the youth ageless wands, and refillable cartridge. Okay. And ambassadors, I'm going to move down here so you can see it is available through July 31st, special price. It is available to all ambassadors and business leaders through July 31st. Okay, so that's good to know. You have through June and through July to take advantage, and you will get free standard shipping on any product order that includes this bundle. And if you see if you put new product launch bundle, or if you punch in that number 89775, you can, you'll be able to take advantage of that. Okay. And then the other thing I really would like to take a few minutes and talk about is Shaklee's new compensation plan. It is so very simple to show someone with a new compensation plan. Trying to get this, so it just goes down a tiny, there we go, tiny bit. So they actually have on the Shaklee site, they have a napkin presentation, and it's a very simple way to explain it. There's a lot more to the business than this. But one of the things that they were finding, especially with the younger generation, is they want to be able to know in black and white how much they can earn and how much they can earn, to be able to say, okay, if I do this, this is what I'm going to earn. And so that's what Shaklee did. They really simplified it. And so for all new ambassadors that come in after June 1st, you can earn an additional bonus, and any ambassador you bring in can earn additional bonuses paid. They earn 30% for the first 30 days on all new customers. And actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go up here. This might be a little bit simpler. Okay, there we go. It's called the napkin format, and this is what it looks like on the website. So let me just kind of start here, because I think it'll kind of simplify so you can see it. But how do you earn? You get paid on the purchase price. So you earn 30% on product purchases made by new people in the first 30 days. And this is paid on the purchase price. So if they buy retail, it's going to be on that or on member. Okay. So for example, if you had a new person purchase $100 in products with their first order, you'd earn $30 in commission. Simple. All right. Then you would also earn a 10 to 40% commission on all the product purchases made by your returning customers after their first 30 days. So let's just say your new customer orders $100, and then 2 weeks later, they realize that they wanted all this stuff too. You would continue to make 30% because it's still within that 30-day period. Okay. The more purchases your customers make, the higher your earnings. That's pretty simple. Then when you sponsor a new ambassador, again, you'll earn that same 30% bonus on their product purchases for the first 30 days. You'll also earn up to 16% on the volume from the product purchases made by them and their customers continually every single month. All right. So this continues to reward you as you help your new ambassador begin to find and help their own customer base. Then, as your ambassadors sponsor other ambassadors to develop their own team, you can earn up to 8% on the volume as well. So as you can see, you can earn up to 16% on your ambassadors and their customers, and up to 8% on their ambassadors and customers. And then you can also, I'm not going to get into it, but you can also create an organization, get paid on the volume of your organization on six leader generations, and also to infinity. I'm not going to get into detail on that, but I like the fact that they made it really simple with a napkin presentation. So basically right there, okay, to show people. All right, so I'm going to go back to my other screen. I love the fact with Dr. Shaklee, again, another famous quote, your future will be exactly what you decide to make it. And one of the things that we are doing, I lost my paper, that we are doing for people that are listening, and here it is. We are doing free shipping up to $10 on any $50 product order or more with any of the new products. And if you're going to do that, and actually I'm going to stop sharing here. please let the person know that invited you to either see the video or that invited you here. And then that is going to go through the end of the month, correct, Mary? Yes, okay. Leah's nodding her head. It'll go through the end of the month. So it'll go to the end of June. So again, that is, you'll get free shipping, up to $10 on any order, $50 or more, that includes any one of the new products. Mary and Leah, do you have anything else that you would like to add to that? And make sure to unmute yourself.
I think you did a great job.